Hi guys, so I'm back again with my Let's Do Economics mission, and I have kind of decided like from today onwards, whenever I'll be coming up with any video, I'll be sharing the latest update in terms of what's happening in economy. So current hot topic is definitely Dr. Ujjwal Patel exit from his position as the RBI governor, and though his position has been taken up by Dr. Shakti Kanta Das, so it'll be very interesting to watch his tenure since he has kind of worked with ministry and these are the elections. And I'm not going to talk about politics anymore. Anyways, today's video is going to be all about inflation, which in simple terms is sustained increase in the prices of goods and services in our economy. And this idea was suggested by one of my friends who said that this is a kind of economic concept which has both micro and macro perspective. For instance, there's an increase in inflation in the economy. This will affect the consumption patterns due to increase in the prices. And at the macro level, this will have impact on the money supply and thus the interest rates, thus the overall growth of the economy. Also, I want to talk about three concepts which are very crucial for us to understand, which is deflation, which is the fall in the prices of goods and opposite of inflation. And the second is a disinflation, like well, a fall in the deflation, which is a fall in inflation. And the third is the hyperinflation and the rapid increase in the inflation in the economy. And further, I have two concepts to measure, not I definitely, two measures of inflation, where the consumer's level is a consumer price index, which is the weighted average cost of consumer goods and services, and the second is the producer's level is the wholesale price level with a wholesale price index, which is gives a basket of wholesale products, so like the manufactured products, primary article, fuel and power, etc. Also, I want to talk about like different countries adopt WPI or CPI inflation targeting framework. However, in India, during the tenure of Dr. Raghuram Rajan, we kind of shifted from WPI to CPI inflation targeting framework, since it was believed that WPI only takes consideration of the producer's level. For example, fall in the crude oil price or any spillovers on my inflation on at the producer's level will only present that. But ideally, we needed some at the broad level, at the micro level as well, which can represent the better picture. So we kind of shifted from WPI to CPI inflation targeting framework. Also, I want to clear this myth that there should be no inflation in the economy. No, there should be a little inflation because it is important for creation of employment and second for the overall growth of the economy. So no inflation is totally off the charts. Further, I have four factors to decide, not to decide, which influences the inflation in the economy. First is a very basic one, demand side. In the consumption driven economy, any increase in the agreement demand will increase the inflation in the economy. And the second is supply. For example, is a monsoon failure is there, or the fuel, for example, is a lot of floods in the economy or rise in the crude oil prices. This can impact my like fuel, like supply of food grains. And for crude oil prices, we can relate with, for example, the OPEC decide to cut down the production of my like crude oil prices, so this can impact my overall crude oil prices, thus leads to inflation of food and fuel, which is very crucial. And the third is the domestic factor. For example, government spending or any policy announced by the government, for example MSP, which is recently employed, which can impact a lot of food inflation. And the fourth part is the external factor, like any movement in the global economy, for example tightening of monetary factors in advance in the emerging economies, or global financial volatility, rise in the crude oil prices, or trade wars can impact the overall inflation in the economy. So today, going forward, I would like to say that in the economy, although it is said that inflation is kind of, lowering down, like now currently we're 3.3, and past 3 4 months we inflation kind of moved from a very, volatile to a more stable ones, with the factors which I have earlier discussed in my previous videos. But now it is believed that yes, inflation will be, major factor to be taken up by RBI, since they have kind of decided that it will be around 2.7 to 3.2% framework. But I believe this might increase given into consideration crude oil prices, and OPEC has kind of decided to cut down the production, so it will be having a kind of spillovers. So I believe inflation is going to be at a rapid rate in the economy, and we need to be have a closing watch. So today's video is all about it. In case you have any videos, just let me know, and like, subscribe and share my video. Let's do economics.